Welcome back, everybody. This is John 19-something with my co-host.
Balfour the Game Hunter.
And we're continuing where we just left off.
Oh, yes. Now, I was thinking, and it'd be interesting, just so the viewers get to know us a little bit, how did you decide to go with John 19-something?
It's actually my gamer tag. It's been my gamer tag for many a year since I first bought a PlayStation, or not PlayStation, but an Xbox 360. I was in the Navy. I was 19. I couldn't come up with a name. Well, I had a name, but it didn't work. So I actually lost like 3,000, 4,000 gamer points or whatever. But it wasn't no big deal. It happened. But I came up with John 19-something, and it stuck. Never had a problem with it. It's easy for people to remember.
True that.
And do you want to go on how you came up with
Balfour?
Balfour, the game hunter?
Of course. Okay. I enjoy a lot of video games because, you know, we're both uber awesome geeks. So, one of my favorite games has always been Castlevania.
Uber awesomeness, yes.
Yes, I know. I do a little bit of a pausing thing. I do apologize, people, but Castlevania is a pretty good game. I started out with Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and I always enjoyed playing as a Belmont. Like, even though you could switch, that game had the advantage of switching between people. And later on, I would go beat Castlevania 2. Surprisingly enough, I still have not beaten the third Castlevania. Dracula's Castle is just really hard on that game. I can take multiple paths and get there. And even with Help Me, I have not beaten Dracula's Castle yet. It's kind of tricky. The furthest I've gotten is Dracula's second form, which I've seen videos online. He's got 3 forms, and they make it look easy, but Castlevania is not a terribly hard game, but it's not a super easy game. But the third Castlevania, Dracula's Curse, I might actually have to try to run through and beat that sometime on this. I think that'd be nice for the viewers. But either way, every person, whether it be Simon, Trevor, Gabriel, or whatever Belmont you're playing as, they're always a Belmont. And I always liked that, but I didn't want to just be like Belmont the Game Hunter, so I changed it up to Balfour. Why Balfour, I don't know. I figured it sounded close enough to Belmont to where it sounded interesting. So I figured I'm Balfour the Game Hunter. Belmonts hunt vampires, I hunt games.
I just hunt them better.
No, you murk them. I hunt them because I'm like an amateur hunter you would hire because, alright, he might get the job done, but he might die on the way back so I don't have to pay him. Yeah, John, on some games, he's actually, I think, good enough to be MLG. Major League Game.
Yep.
And me, I'm really like, my bread and butter for my best gaming is platforming. Like, Mario games, I've never really found one that's given me a lot of trouble.
Mario.
Which I know you think Mario is super
Mario.
easy, but, oh yeah, that's a pretty funny story. You want to tell that?
Which one?
The Super Paper Mario for the Wii.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, I'll tell him while you're concentrating on your little moving. But, okay. I've got a friend, and Ethan, and he's really big into games too. We might actually try to have him on later on because he's a really good gamer. I think you guys would enjoy him. But, okay. He bought Super Paper Mario for the Wii, and he brought it over to show us. He hadn't really sat down and played it much. He just started the score, showed us a little bit because he just got the game. And we thought it was really interesting. So, pretty much, at the time he was dating my sister, so... Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
He was dating my sister, so he was staying over there with us for a while, and I was having John over, because we were kids back then, kind of more or less, high school. And John just sat down and ran through the game super quick and beat it before Ethan really had a chance to. A really funny story. Well, okay, I didn't make it funny because I can't tell stories, but it was pretty funny being there. I mean, Ethan didn't really show it, but he looked a little irritated because, you know, John just sat down and ran through his game before he got to.
He told me I could play it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he was really that mad. I just think it was more or less like, really, dude? Seriously?
Yeah.
Actually, we may run through that game.
Yeah.
I mean, if the viewers want us to.
It's fun.
Oh, also, you know, since there's a game out there called Two Crude Dudes, and we've both played it and beat it when we were, like, you know, elementary school.
Yes.
I was thinking that game probably wouldn't be too bad for us, but... Sorry about that, folks. We should make that like a 10,000 subscriber cap or like a 20,000 subscriber cap. Make it like a fan service. Hey, the Two Crude Dude Gaming is finally playing Two Crude Dudes. I don't know if it'll be that big of a deal.
Let's go with a lower fan cap, because 20,000 is a lot, 10,000 is a lot, and plus we're doing this just for the fun for now. And we may do it after our first, well, I don't know, we might just do it as an anniversary thing.
And yeah, I mean, that's still something we're discussing. I just thought I'd bring that up, and I'm going to really try to bring people into us.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm a sellout, and I'm doing this for the money. I'm just going to get rich up if you be good at video games.
Okay.
I'm kidding, people. I'm not really that much of a sellout. I kind of am, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry for our editing skills. I mean, we're still starting out, and...
Well, as we get on, and we're not really going to use any profits from the website to do this, because I really don't think we're going to get profits. But as we get on, both work, save up more money, we'll actually buy better equipment and stuff. It's just, well, we didn't want to wait to save up all the money for the equipment because we both got bills and lives, and, you know, living's expensive, people. So,
Yep.
We just took what we can and got started because we really enjoy games, and it's like, you got a dream, you want to do something, just do it. Don't wait around. Just get what you need to do it, and do it, right?
Yep. This is one of my favorite games as a childhood. I might actually suggest my next game being Final Fantasy VII, which was also one of my favorite games from childhood.
Oh, that's a good choice. I mean, I don't know if you're the best player out there, you know, out of everyone, but he does do an amazing job on that game. Like, he was the first person to get the gold chocobo, the first person to get...
Not the first person in the world, the first person in our... that you know of.
Yes, out of our fans, or not fans, but blah, blah, blah.
Family and friends.
Family and friends, yes. He was the first person to actually get the gold chocobo, which, to be fair, I claim the only reason I didn't is because, and I still can't stand to do all the racing crap. You also got all the huge materials, right?
Yes.
That was kind of a bit of a pain. Like, I've done it, and I didn't realize how beneficial actually, you know, what getting the huge materials did for you.
Yeah.
But I went with, like, the blue. What material did you go with?
I think red or yellow.
If I actually knew what that was all going to encumber, I would have went with a different color. I probably would have went with green.
Yeah, if I remember right, there was red.
No, it was all the materials had a huge form. And then when you got, if I remember correctly, which you can correct us if we're wrong, but when you took the huge material form, it had like all the magics of that class on, like all the blue magics I got with it. And like the green one would have been all the green ones. The red, which had also been really useful, would have been like all the summons. Yeah, actually yellow probably would have been the most useful because enemy skills, if you didn't do certain ones at certain times, which congrats for being the first one to actually get all the enemy skills too.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't even have did that. That just would have took too long. Wouldn't have been useful enough. I would have just grabbed some of the really good Uber ones and went on.
Knights of the Round.
Yep.
My favorite summon. Now, I mean, of course, Zero Bahamut, Neo Bahamut, they're also favorites. But
Oh, Zero Bahamut. Neo Bahamut's not really that great. I mean, he looks cool. Don't get me wrong. But it's not like he's a big damage doer. You can just have your characters do a lot more damage by the time you get that far in the game.
yeah.
Bahamut's...
Well, Knights of the Round, if you're doing, I forgot how many times the summon attacks, but it's 999 almost every time.
Well, I want to say it's like 12 times it attacks.
Yeah, I remember I counted it out once. It just...
It's either like one less or one more than Omni Slash.
Yeah. All I know is it is easy to finish off Sephiroth with.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an easy boss as it is, but...
And actually something I didn't know while playing through the game, but I was watching the videos because the weapons, I was just watching somebody actually fight the weapons because I never really beat Ruby or Emerald. I beat the game, but Ruby and Emerald, I didn't get that far because I was little when I played the game, and I've never ran through it as an adult like John has now. I mean, he did a lot of this stuff when we were kids, but some of the more expert stuff he's done kind of more or less, not super recently, but sub-recently.
It's been 6 years since I played the game.
I know, but I mean, it's been a lot longer since I've played, is what I'm saying. Like, I was young teens when that came out.
No, we were playing it during high school.
Not really much, because we'd already beaten the game for the most part during high school.
I know. Remember, we were always trying to figure out...
Yeah, extra stuff in the game.
Yeah. Like now, they're called achievement hunters.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's kind of sad that we've gone to this, oh, we have to get an achievement for this, this, and this, which, cool, it's cool. But we didn't do that before. We just played to play because it was fun. And all this extra or secret stuff we did because we wanted to. We wanted to have 100% fun with the game. And now people just do the extras or secrets just for that achievement.
Well, okay, I gotta disagree. I mean, it's
nice to be rewarded for it. And I don't know. It would have been nice, I guess, if they had it back in the day and you could just... Well, achievements, trophies, depends on what system you're on.
Okay, mind if I bring up my end of this argument?
Yes.
Now, to an extent, I do agree with you. But this is why I disagree with you. Okay, there's always been the completionists out there, like you said, people that are going to do it 100%.
Yeah.
So I think for that reason, it's because there are so many gamers that like to brag saying, hey, I beat all this game. That was a way to check that where you could go online and see, hey, they actually did do everything on the game. And B, it kind of gives you a mapping of progress of you did it. And I think it was a way to get gamers more to collaborate with one another. It's like, hey, you got that achievement, but I got this one. We don't have it for each other. Why don't we talk a little bit about it?
Yeah.
And yeah, I do admit it does kind of suck. People will just grind on games over and over, and they'll make games with ridiculous, like, over and over rates just so you can get one 50-point trophy.
Yep. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us at the end. You can always click like and subscribe. Once again, my name is John19something.
With Bell for the Game Hunter.
And we are Two Crude Dudes Gaming.
Y'all take it easy and peace out.